Hello!
14
2
days
weeks.
to go. 2 weeks. I am 38 weeks pregnant today, and that is
Silly.
crazy. 38 weeks. We're on the wrong sides because we're in the car, and I have officially given up driving. I'm listening to the doctors and not driving.
Being responsible.
But it's hard. It's hard to give up the control of being the one who drives Lila to and from places, and if I need to run an errand, not being able to just take myself. It's tricky.
You just send me.
But it'll be that way, I guess, for about a month, because I'm 2 weeks away, and then the 2 weeks post delivery, you're not really supposed to drive either.
A month? You're only gonna give yourself 2 weeks for...
No. The recovery process is longer, but you're not supposed. I'm just saying you're not supposed to drive.
The expectation
until
is
2 weeks
you'll feel
post.
comfortable driving when you feel comfortable driving.
Truth.
You're not gonna. We're not gonna rush.
How are you?
I'm feeling a little bit hunched over, so I can
I
take this
know,
out of the
we're like,
frame.
meh,
So I'm okay.
Different shooting styles today.
I'm okay.
The receptionist, when I was checking in, she goes, "Amelia, did you cut your hair?" And I was like, "Yes, I
She knows.
did. Thank you for noticing." That was really, really sweet. I really like this office. So we were just at MFM, right there, the maternal fetal medicine place.
They can only see the backseat.
It's over behind us. I thought at this point we were going to get all the measurements every week, but we're not. So last week, as you know, she was 7 pounds and all that. So I don't know. We don't know what she is this time. I did walk into the appointment saying, just so you know, I am already a centimeter dilated as of Monday. And they were like, whoop.
What this office doesn't do.
But this
cervical
office,
exams.
the person we had was like, "Oh, I don't do the cervical exam, so I just do the
She's a
sonogram
tech.
check."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's fine."
Yeah.
But I thought maybe the doctor would then take me back and do one. But she was like, "Well, you'll get checked on Monday." I was like, "That's fine, that's fine." But everything looks good. Yeah. All the fluid levels look good, and we're just hoping she stays put in there a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But it was a very good appointment. We feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, Via.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, before we look at the email, we gotta see what she is, right? Oh my goodness, look at this. This is how big her hand is. This is how big her foot is. You gonna do it? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can go back.
And she, uh-oh.
I'm here.
Uh-oh.
This is where I am.
Are you stuck?
This is where I live now.
What you can't see is his leg is stuck on the steering wheel. This is very cute. That's what he is right now. And she is a Pomeranian.
Little palm.
Baby Rosenbach is now about the size of a Pomeranian. Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel with a palm at his side. The baby Rosenbach be your muse this week. Wasn't that
That's
cute?
really cute.
38 weeks pregnant. The color of fun. Your baby's got an eye color, though this may change a few months or years, way longer than the amount of time you still have to wait for your little one. Read on for more developments this week. All right, look at that.
Whew, 2 weeks.
0 days. 0 days. Daily development.
When you're changing baby Rosenbach's first or diaper, you'll be changing out the waste she's accumulating right now.
Isn't that crazy?
It's weird to think that it's going to stay in her that long.
Yeah. This week's most exciting news, the biggest symptoms to look for at this point aren't pregnancy symptoms, but signs of labor. If you're experiencing any big ones, like your water breaking, regular and painful contractions, or other signs like vaginal bleeding, you should notify your healthcare provider. Baby Rosenbach will be snuggling in your arms soon. Yeah, this morning when I was crazy nauseous, we were like, whoa, because that is a sign.
We have the crib is rebuilt, the changing station is set up, your recovery station in the whole bath is set up.
We're getting there.
We're ready.
We started washing all of Lila's baby clothes, and we're going to be sorting those and be putting them away.
Yeah.
So
well, the ones that are Lila specific will stay Lila specific.
There are only a couple where it's personalized like that, but most of them will repeat.
We've washed the infant car seat. It is ready to be
ready to
repopulated by another small person.
Hold little lady here. How is baby Rosenbach? Although baby Rosenbach's eyes have color by now, this may not be their final. Yes, okay, so they talk about that for a while. Baby Rosenbach could now be over 7 pounds, which clearly she is, and 19.5 inches tall, the size of a spaghetti squash. Although genetics, the amount of time spent in the womb, and the health of the pregnancy, and their sex make these estimated sizes nothing more than educated guesses at this point. Male babies are generally born larger than female babies, though female babies will catch up in height and weight early in childhood. What's new with you?
Yep, big.
I'm so pregnant.
You're
so up there, I was like, I'm really pregnant. I keep forgetting how big I am, because when I look down, I see it, but until I see myself in a reflection or see it horizontal, like sideways, then I'm like, ooh. And Jason went, "Yes, you are." And the doctor looked at him and was like,
and beautiful.
He was like, "No, I tell her she's beautiful every day." And he does. But it was very funny. There's not much left to do now, but wait. and set up the rest of your life. Baby Rosenwald is almost here. In fact, it could be any day now. At this point, if you start experiencing any nausea,
yep,
blurred vision, severe abdominal pain, or persistent headache, let your healthcare provider know. This could be signs of preeclampsia. Oh, good. Which could be dangerous, so they should see you immediately. But also, nausea is a step of just labor as well. And I don't have any vision issues.
And something you've been experiencing the entire pregnancy.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Nothing new there.
Wow. But more importantly, you should also start to figure out your birth plan if you haven't yet, and ask your provider any final decisions you have about labor and delivery.
Type that up.
We do need to type that up. You'll get to meet baby Rosenwald before you know it.
It'll be a blink.
He just bought a speaker so we can play the playlist. Speaking of which, and we really need to reach out to people.
Yeah.
We had an amazing playlist for Lila's labor and delivery, and we had friends and family send in song suggestions. We could just reuse it, but at the same time, music has changed over the last 3 years. If you guys have any song suggestions, and we'll reach out to people. What do you think should be on the labor? And
it doesn't have to be family friendly. This one's going to be making all kinds of weird, crazy, loud noises.
make it a little family friendly.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I don't want like crazy stuff all around, you know. While I'm doing what I'm doing. Baby Santa!
Babysitter! She is the size of a...
She is a...
leek.
Now, last week she was a cantaloupe, and I feel like leeks are smaller than cantaloupes, but I guess the actual leek itself is bigger. And this one's guessing 6 3/4 pounds, but she is...
Bigger than that.
More than that. Did your baby arrive?
No, not yet.
No, not quite yet. Newborn screening test explained. What is a newborn screening test?
What is an APGAR?
Newborn screening tests check for rare but serious conditions in babies just after birth. Tests are usually performed between 24 and 48 hours after your baby is born. The screening tests involve little to no discomfort for your baby. All states require screening tests on newborns for at least 29 of 35 disorders, even if babies appear healthy. You can ask your baby's doctor or check with your state's newborn screening program for details on tests required in your state. Most of the disorders the tests look for show no visible signs at birth. Catching them early can help doctors treat conditions before they cause lasting harm. The vast majority of babies don't have any conditions that they're tested for, but about 5,000 babies in the U.S. are diagnosed each year with a screening condition. Keep in mind that screening tests only give preliminary information. Okay, cool. So they do the newborn hearing test. That is a big one. I remember that. Screening for congenital heart failure disease, newborn metabolic screening, and that checks for all kinds of stuff, including sickle cell and other things. Yeah. When and where will my baby have the newborn screening? If you give birth at the hospital, right at the hospital, and if not, you go to the pediatricians. And then, of course, there is the APGAR, which is the alertness and all of those important things right at birth. How much does newborn screening cost? Screening in some states is free. Others charge from about $15 to $150.
That's a pretty wide range.
Yeah, but it's not like anything crazy like a $10,000.
$150?
It is crazy. No. It is crazy what they'll sneak into your hospital bill, though, guys. You need to look over those so carefully, because something that you're like, oh, that was nothing, will suddenly be a $10,000 bill, and you're like, what? And then you have to fight and go for, yeah. And insurance, check your insurance. Sometimes they'll cover 80% and you cover 20 or 90-10. I need to see if we're 80-20 or 90-10. We're 80-20 now. Epidurals, of course, cost more. Anything additional, if you stay in a different room recovery longer, there's an upcharge. There are all these little things. But cool tip that I did not know until literally 2.5 years ago. If you're being charged for something and you're like, this seems absurdly high, call around the different hospitals and see what they charge for. And then you can call and say, so this place charges this and that's what I'm paying. And they legally have to oblige that. And they don't tell you that, which is why people remember that happened with the colonoscopy?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But we had already started the payment plan and there was nothing we could do at that point. But now I know. It's a very interesting
Well, that's something to look forward to after this pregnancy.
Yes.
Your next colonoscopy, because you're going to have to get one.
I know.
Shortly thereafter.
I know. Well, luckily, Dr. Koff said as long as I'm doing well, he doesn't want to disrupt breastfeeding mom or the newborn phase.
Oh,
and
that's so
so
sweet.
He said we could wait a little while, which is good.
We want to make sure your colon health is good, too.
Oh, no, for sure. Crohn's is good, guys. Crohn's is good.
No, her Crohn's is good. Crohn's is not good. Crohn's is dangerous.
No, Crohn's in general is bad, but my Crohn's is good. I'm doing very well. My gosh, 2 weeks to go. 2 weeks to go. How is this happening? Oh my gosh. Subscribe it. here.
Watch Diddy down here.
Mhm.
And click the like button and the bell for notifications.
And send in those questions and comments.
Please do.
Wow. Mwah.
Bye.